Hi folks, thank you for joining me. This is kind of an impromptu video. I was working on studies and I'm trying to combine some stuff because when you're in the at the men's prison, you're only allowed 1 hour, and they got announcements, and then they got worship time, and you get 20 minutes, and then they do prayer time, and then so forth. So trying to get from point A to point D in 20 minutes is challenging. So I cannot digress. Doug, got it. Anyway, I want to ask you a question. I would like to have a response to this. Wrong paper. Luke 21, 28, 29. Shouting, "Men of Israel, help! This is the man who teaches all men everywhere against our people and our law in this place. And besides, he has brought Greeks into the temple area and defiled this holy place." Okay, which is an uncircumcised man past the holy dividing line. They have previously seen Trophimus, the Ephesian, in the city with Paul, assumed that Paul brought him into the temple area. Okay? Think about that. Okay? He defiled the temple. Yahweh, our Heavenly Father, was dwelling in the temple. Is that true? Okay, I want to ask you this question. A chapter later, Acts 22, 18 through 21. When I had returned, this is Paul speaking, to Jerusalem and was praying in the temple. What temple was he praying in? Is there only one key temple? I fell into a trance and saw him, angel of light, saying to me, "Make haste and get out of Jerusalem quickly, because they will not accept your testimony about me." Verse 19, and I said, "Lord, they know themselves that I was in the synagogue after another, and I imprisoned and beat those who believed in you. And when the blood of Stephen, your witness, was being shed, I myself stood thereby and approving and watching the garments of those who were killed. And he said to me, go, and I will send you far away to the Gentiles." Okay, this is probably where he kind of claims that he was called to the Gentiles. But what gets me is if this is the angel of light, or a demon, or even Satan himself, does he have the nerve to come into Yahweh's holy temple? Is this the holy temple where Yahweh dwelt? Or is he now able to be in the temple, Paul, and the angel of light, his Christ? You see where I'm going with this? Has Yahweh left the temple? Or does Satan have that much of a nerve that he will go into Yahweh's temple and reveal himself to somebody? That is my question. All of a sudden I put 2 and 2 together. It's like temple, and then synagogue. Okay, I'm guessing that a synagogue is separate from the temple. But he says, I went into the temple praying. And so, because of the chain of events, and Trophimus went in and violated the temple, did the Spirit of Yahweh lift up and leave? Which now created a void. And so now Satan was able to go into the temple and deceive someone. That's my question. I had not thought of this before. Today it just kind of popped in, and these are 2 individual teachings that I had, or studies. I don't like to say I shouldn't say teachings. But I study out different topics and events and people and compare things. And all of a sudden this question came up, was how did Satan have the nerve to go into the Most High's temple and reveal himself? Thank you. Fill in this, what you thought.